If you're a man over the age of 60, this might be one of the most important health messages you'll hear. Millions of men around the world, especially in the US, Europe, and Brazil, live with frequent urination, interrupted sleep, weak urine flow, and the constant feeling of not quite finishing in the bathroom. It's easy to chalk it all up to aging, but what if that wasn't the full story? What if many of these uncomfortable symptoms were tied to small, everyday habits you barely think about, habits that slowly and silently contribute to prostate enlargement, inflammation, and declining urinary function? That's what this guide is all about. Here, we'll uncover 10 common daily mistakes that can aggravate your prostate, explain why they matter, and show you what to do instead with simple, sustainable advice. 10. Not drinking enough water. Dehydration as a silent aggravator. Let's begin with a habit most men don't even consider dangerous: not drinking enough water. Older adults often reduce their water intake, hoping fewer liquids will mean fewer nighttime bathroom trips. But this can backfire. When your body is dehydrated, a urine becomes more concentrated and acidic. This irritates the bladder lining and the prostate tissue below it. The irritation contributes to chronic inflammation, one of the leading causes of prostate enlargement. Additionally, many men over 60 take medications like diuretics or antihistamines, which already dry out the system. Combine this with low fluid intake, and your urinary tract is working overtime just to flush waste. Real-life example. John, 67, drank only 2 cups of water a day, thinking it would help him sleep without interruptions. After developing a burning sensation while urinating and waking up 5 times a night, he finally visited a urologist who explained that chronic dehydration had worsened his BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia. What to do instead? Aim to drink small amounts of water throughout the day, even if you're not thirsty. Your urine should be light yellow or nearly clear. Stop large water intake 2 hours before bed, but don't cut water altogether. Hydration protects the prostate more than it harms. 9. Sitting too long. Pressure where you don't want it. As we age, sitting becomes the default, whether it's reading, watching TV, or resting after meals. But sitting for hours at a time creates constant pressure on the pelvic region. That pressure reduces blood flow to the prostate, limits oxygen delivery and waste removal, causes inflammation and stiffness in the pelvic floor muscles. Over time, this leads to a sluggish, swollen prostate and difficulty urinating. Think about it. The prostate is nestled right below the bladder and in front of the rectum. Long periods of sitting, especially on firm chairs, compress this area. Solution: stand and stretch every 30 to 45 minutes. Walk around for 2 to 3 minutes, even just through your home. If possible, try sitting on ergonomic cushions that reduce pressure on the perineum, the area between the anus and scrotum. Bonus: walking after meals improves digestion and blood sugar balance, both of which support prostate and overall health. 8. Too much caffeine. Overstimulation that backfires. There's nothing wrong with enjoying your morning coffee, but moderation is crucial. Caffeine acts as a diuretic and bladder stimulant. It increases urine production. It makes bladder muscles more active, leading to urgency and leakage. It can cause bladder spasms that affect urine flow control. For men with an already irritated or enlarged prostate, this stimulation can make symptoms worse. Case study. Carlos, age 72, loved his strong coffee. He drank 4 to 5 cups per day. But he was experiencing sudden urges and dribbles he couldn't control. Once he cut back to 1 morning cup and replaced the rest with herbal tea, his symptoms eased within weeks. Tips: limit coffee to 1 small cup in the morning. Replace afternoon or evening coffee with calming teas like chamomile or rooibos. Avoid energy drinks and sodas with hidden caffeine. 7. Eating too much spicy and processed food. We all love bold flavors, but there's a cost. Spicy foods and ultra-processed snacks, chips, sausages, frozen meals, promote systemic inflammation. Inflammation is the enemy of prostate health. Spices like black pepper and chili can irritate the bladder lining. Excess sodium in processed food causes fluid retention and pelvic pressure. Additives, preservatives, and trans fats disrupt hormones, especially testosterone. This sets the stage for swelling, imbalance, and even hormonal prostate growth. Simple shift. You don't need to abandon all flavor. Instead, use anti-inflammatory herbs like turmeric, parsley, garlic, or basil. Swap packaged meals with real foods, grilled fish, leafy greens, brown rice, and nuts. Treat ultra-processed meals as the exception, not the norm. 6. Delaying bathroom trips. Holding your urine seems harmless until it's not. When you consistently delay bathroom breaks, the bladder stretches and weakens. Residual urine accumulates. This stagnant urine becomes a breeding ground for bacteria and infections. The prostate, located just below, becomes inflamed due to the pressure. Older men already face a challenge with bladder emptying. Don't make it worse by waiting just a little longer. Build the habit. Go when you feel the urge, especially before long drives, meetings, or bed. Your body knows what it needs. Listen to it. 5. Smoking or inhaling secondhand smoke. Even if you've never lit a cigarette, secondhand smoke can still harm you. Tobacco is full of toxins and carcinogens that narrow blood vessels, including those supplying the prostate. Increase oxidative stress and reduce your body's ability to repair tissue. Disrupt hormones and lower antioxidant levels. All of this weakens your natural defenses and increases the risk of prostate inflammation, swelling, and even cancer. Good news. The body starts healing quickly after quitting. Within weeks, circulation improves. Inflammation decreases. Your risk of prostate and bladder issues begins to fall. Even reducing exposure helps. Keep your home and car smoke-free. Avoid environments where you breathe in lingering smoke. 4. Ignoring routine checkups. Many men avoid going to the doctor unless something feels serious. But prostate issues often develop without pain or strong symptoms at first. By the time symptoms like urgency, frequency, or weak flow appear, the prostate may already be significantly enlarged. Regular checkups offer early detection. PSA blood tests check for inflammation or unusual prostate growth. A simple digital rectal exam can detect physical changes. A urinalysis reveals hidden infections. Annual checkups after 50 or even earlier if there's family history are key to prevention. Don't let embarrassment stop you from getting life-saving information. Doctors see these issues every day, and early action gives you more treatment options, often non-invasive ones. 3. Eating red meat daily. Red meat isn't inherently bad, but overconsumption is a problem. Daily intake, especially of processed meats like ham, bacon, and sausages, has been linked to a systemic inflammation, hormonal imbalances, increased oxidative stress that affects the prostate and bladder. Red meats are harder to digest, especially for older men. They take longer to move through the system, increasing pressure in the abdominal and pelvic area, which can indirectly affect prostate comfort. Better choices. Eat red meat only 1 to 2 times per week. Opt for grilled chicken, fish, turkey, or lentils on other days. Incorporate fiber-rich plant foods to improve digestion and lower inflammation. 2. Excess belly fat, a hormonal and physical burden. Abdominal fat is more than just extra weight. It behaves like an organ, releasing inflammatory chemicals and disrupting hormonal balance. Belly fat increases estrogen levels and lowers testosterone, both linked to prostate enlargement. It also physically presses against pelvic organs, including the bladder and prostate, making it harder to fully empty the bladder and increasing the need to urinate. Progress, not perfection. Start with 15 minutes of daily walking. Swap white bread for whole grain. Cut sugary drinks and limit alcohol. Just losing 5 to 10% of your body weight can significantly improve urinary symptoms and prostate function. 1. Chronic stress, the most overlooked cause. Stress is invisible, but its effects are very real. When you're constantly anxious, worried, or overworked, your body produces high levels of cortisol. This hormone suppresses the immune system. It increases muscle tension in the pelvic area. It disrupts testosterone levels. It causes inflammation in vital organs, including the prostate. Pelvic tension also reduces blood flow to the region, making it harder for your body to heal. Stress may not cause an enlarged prostate outright, but it absolutely worsens existing symptoms. How to fight back? Practice deep breathing, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. Stretch daily. Laugh more. Watch something funny or call a friend. Prioritize quality sleep. Even 10 minutes of mindfulness a day can regulate your nervous system and reduce the pressure your prostate feels. By now, you've learned that prostate health isn't just about age, it's about daily choices. And the best part is, it's never too late to start improving those choices. To recap, hydrate throughout the day. Move your body, avoid long periods of sitting. Cut back on caffeine and processed food. Go to the bathroom when needed. Ditch smoking even secondhand. Schedule regular checkups. Limit red meat. Manage your waistline. Don't ignore stress. Start with just one change this week. Then stack another the following week. These aren't massive sacrifices. They're practical shifts that can give you back your comfort, your sleep, and your peace of mind. Your prostate will thank you, and so will your future self.